Hey everyone, this is Kyle Davies. Today I want to talk just a little bit about goal setting because I've got probably a reasonably controversial perspective on goal setting. Usually within the human potential or personal development movements, goal setting is seen as something that's pretty important. You've got to visualize your goals, you've got to make sure you see, hear, feel, and then you go and get them. You've got to make sure you're goal setting. And when I started out in coaching work and to a certain extent in my therapy work as well, I was kind of keen on setting goals as well. I mean, I'm going back kind of 15 years there, but I thought goals are important. Let's set goals, let's get people to set goals and stick to them. And it sort of didn't really work out. I found people got really frustrated, and I thought this is kind of curious. Finding people are frustrated and they're trying to get things, that they're trying to aim for goals that maybe they don't really want. They're getting shoulds in their life. This is really brought up for me. I had a couple of conversations over the last few days, and one with a guy, and he was saying to me that he'd been reading about goal setting, and this was really going to be a great thing, and he'd started doing it. And I said, can you just pause for a moment, just and feel inside. How does it feel? What do you feel inside about the goal setting, about all this goal setting you've been doing? And he kind of paused, and he said, well, I guess it's kind of frustrating, really. It doesn't, yeah, I feel caged in a little bit. And I said, well, that's interesting, because probably over the last 7, 8, 9 years, I found that setting goals keeps people in the mind. And when you're in the mind, you're kind of detached from the core, the wisdom, the intuition, that feeling sense, the soul self, as I'd say. And being detached from that means that you're not really feeling through who you are. You're not being the full expression of yourself. So you can never really tune into deeply what you want. But that feeling part needs to be now anyway. And when you're goal setting, you're right off into the future, and you're keeping your eyes set on that in the future. Now, I'm not saying that all goal setting is bad. In certain circumstances, it may be pretty good. But when it comes to your life, when it comes to making changes, making breakthroughs in your life, setting goals, as far as I'm concerned, is not the best way to go. Being now, being present, living in this moment, and having direction, feeling yourself towards a direction which can be reasonably loose, is a much better way than a strict, rigid goal that you've got to attain. Because that will lead to frustration, because this core part of you wants expression. It wants the flexibility to be able to move and to go in whatever direction it wants to go. So I'd encourage you, if you can, to just try putting goals to one side. Have loose directions and allow yourself to feel your way forward, being open in the moment and enjoying every moment as best you can. And see how that works for you. It certainly works for me. Okay, thanks for listening.